Social care is a really fundamental part of life in the UK right now. Fortunately, we're all living much longer, and that's a great thing, but it also puts a great deal of extra stress and strain on social care system. There's a massive budget that's been spent, nearly £22 billion a year being spent on social care already, and the NHS is even putting in another £3.8 billion into that pot as well. But with the growth in the population, the longevity of lives and the additional pressure just means that that isn't enough. Couple that with the fiscal challenge, where we've taken out something like just under £500 million of costs from the social care environment in the last year, we've got a really challenging situation. So councils are having to look for all sorts of different ways, like providing more information and guidance at the first point of contact, more informed websites, user communities, and the better use of community and voluntary services to provide capacity. So Capita can offer a number of support services to help with this. Things like financial assessment, information and advice and guidance, the creation of really powerful web solutions and marketplace solutions which allow people to spend their own personal budgets. Responding to people's needs just isn't enough. In this day and age, we have to identify where that need is and start to intervene before crises actually happen. So we use in information and advice and the gateway into our council services, and the intelligence that we gather from that, coupled with insight on the population, the demographic demand, and where people live, to try and identify where they're most likely to need those types of services and target them. And that can eliminate things like social isolation, as quite often it leads to a big demand on social care. So I think the future for social services is one where the technology and the insight will identify where interventions can happen before need actually arises. Where the technology can monitor whether people have had falls and we can intervene. Where we can schedule and book appointments and we can be efficient and allow people to serve themselves in a community that supports itself through digital engagement.